So, welcome back. So, today we will continue the topic Our Earth. So, in the last class, we have discussed about how the universe has formed. The formation of universe. There has been three theories based. First one was Ptolemaic theory, which deals with which believes that Earth was in centric position and everything was revolving around it. And in the second theory was heliocentric theory, where they believed that sun was in the middle and rest all other was revolving around. And the third theory was Big Bang theory, which got famous, which got believed by everyone, like there was a small tiny ball and it got exploded due to some internal changes, and after that things were you know things were getting believed that that the particles which got spreaded at this initial at this higher speed got reduced, and still today also they are expanding at the slower speed. And those particles is only, some are stars, some are solar system, some are planets. So today we'll continue the chapter. So, what is globe? Let's have a recap. What's of the last class? So, what is globe? The globe is the model of the Earth, and what is the study of globe is called as? It is called as study of globe is called as geography or Earth. What is universe consist of? Universe consists of stars, planets, solar system, asteroids, meteoroids, comets, sun, and different theory has have explained in the starting of the class, like there was Ptolemaic theory, then heliocentric theory, and then Big Bang theory. Big Bang theory is also called as expanding universe theory. Why? Because this theory is completely based on expansion of the particles from that small exploded ball. That is why the particles as are expanding, it is believed that. So that is, this Big Bang theory is also called as expanding expansion universe theory. So Earth as a planetary body will study. So every day the Earth rotates from west to the east, and the two poles of the Earth are North Pole and South Pole. Rotation. So when the Earth turns around its axis, so see, this is the ball. When it is turning around itself, that is called as rotation. Let's suppose you can see this. So when this box, this is rotating in itself, in its axis. Let's suppose this is its axis and it is rotating like this. This is called as rotation. And revolution. Revolution means, rotation is something rotating itself. Revolution is around the sun, like this. Means it is rotating around the sun, and around the sun it is revolution, and rotating itself is the rotation. So you can see, so you can see this is an axis, you can see. So it is rotating around it. So like this is revolution, and rotation is rotating in itself. So the word orthe has come from Greek word which means ground, soil, dry land. This was the word from which our earth has arrived from, and it represents earth. Earth spelling is Eorthe. Even you can see in the picture, the earth is revolving around the sun, that is revolution, and also it is rotating in itself like this, it is moving around the sun slowly, slowly. This is nothing but rotation. In Indian language, it have many meanings. Earth is also called as Bhumi, Prithvi, Dharani, Avani. These are different names from different languages. Earth is called as in Indian system actually. Next, we'll study about solar system. So there are total 9 planets actually, but now at present we count only 8. So the first one is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So, increasing order of the size of the planets are, the first one is Mercury. Size wise, if I'm telling you, first will come Mercury, then comes Mars, then come Venus, then come Earth, then come Neptune, then come Uranus, then comes Saturn, and the last is Jupiter. So biggest in size the planet is Jupiter, and smallest in size the planet is Mercury. Increasing order of the density of the planets, if we see according to density, then first comes Saturn, next Uranus, next Jupiter, next Neptune, next Mars, then Venus, then Mercury, and then Earth. So, biggest in density, highest in density is our Earth, and smallest in density is Saturn. So remember the increasing order of the size of the planet. You can remember this like M M V E N U S J, like initial letter of the all planets, in order to remember the increasing order of the size of the planets, and also increasing order of density of the planets. You can see SUJN MVME. So this mm, you have to remember which m is coming first. So this way you can remember this increasing order of the size of the planet and increasing order of the density of the planet. Next we'll study about asteroids and meteoroids. So asteroids, we can see here the that are the orbiting the sun size. Asteroids are the rocks that are orbiting the earth, the sun size, from 480 miles to less than a mile in distance. Most orbit between Mars and Jupiter. So there is belt, you can say, between sun, from the sun to the from between the Mars and Jupiter's, not the sun, between the Mars and Jupiter's, where we can see the asteroids. And next we have meteoroids. So these are pieces from asteroids that break off, continue apart through space. So they will continue, get breaks. These are the pieces of the rocks. Next we have meteoroids. So meteoroids that enter are the meteoroids that enter the Earth's atmosphere. Next we have meteoroids. So these are the meteors that actually hit the Earth's surface. So these are the types of rocks and the pieces from that rocks which we occur to see in our universe. Thus, important facts. Sun is the main source of energy for the entire solar system. It is about 13 lakh times that of the Earth, and 1.5 million kilometers from the Earth. It takes 8 minutes 20 seconds for the light to reach the Earth for the Sun. From Moon, it takes 1 minute 30 seconds for the light to reach to the Earth. And the first person to go for the Moon was Neil Armstrong. And second was Edwin Aldrin in the mission Apollo. And Moon surface has no atmosphere. It contains dusty, barren lands. So let's see what are terrestrial and Jovian planets. So in this picture of the 8 planets and the Sun, many of the differences between the 4 terrestrial and 4 Jovian planets are clear, as the total planets we count is 8. So from that 8, 4 are terrestrial and the 4 are Jovian. So terrestrial planets, those are close to the Sun, but Jovian planets, they are far from the Sun. Terrestrial planets closely spaced orbits, but Jovian planets are widely spaced orbits. Terrestrial planets are small in radii, but Jovian planets are large in radii. Terrestrial planets are predominantly rocky, but Jovian planets are predominantly gaseous. Terrestrial planets are of solid surface, but whereas Jovian don't have solid surface. Terrestrial planets are high in density, Jovian planets are low in density. Terrestrial planets are slower in rotation, but Jovian planets are faster in rotation but low in density. Terrestrial planets are higher in density but slower at rotation. Terrestrial planets have weak magnetic fields, and Jovian planets are strong magnetic fields. Terrestrial planets have few moons, but the Jovian planets have many moons. There are no rings we can find near terrestrial planets, but Jovian planets are having many rings. So as you can see, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, these all are terrestrial planets. And then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, these all are Jovian planets as they're far from the sun. So these are the difference between terrestrial and Jovian planets. So as we have studied like formation of solar system, some 4.57 billion years ago, scientists theorized that Big Bang theory happened and then causing the formation of not only the Earth but else other planets and the solar system we know today. It is it is theorized that the death of a star caused a huge explosion with the banding and separating of elements such as carbon dioxide and methane. It is believed that death of a star will lead to cause of separating of elements. There is three different theories on how the moon was formed. The most popular and supported one is called giant impact theory. So which entails a big object impacting the earth causing a lot of debris in space, which eventually formed a gravity field allowing for the planet to have a orbit cycle. This was a theory believed for the moon formation, which entails a big object impacting the earth causing a lot of debris in space, which eventually was formed a gravity field. This was the reason we found gravity in earth. Next, we have formation of the Earth's crust. So 4 billion years later, Earth developed a mantle and a crust. At that time also, Earth had no life. It was not having any life in the initial stages. Started like it has developed slowly, slowly. The life has been taking place on Earth. Because before then, Earth was only magma rotating the sun. It was full of magma, internal thing, and that is why there was no life. Only 1.5 billion years later would Earth start to have life and progress to the Earth we know today. So, around 1.5 million years, we have found that Earth started to have life also. Next, we have oldest geological evidence of life. So, the oldest geological evidence of life on Earth was dated 3.5 million years ago. Scientists use this information to determine which certain plants and animals go in a time to time timeline. It also helps scientists figure out where the earth actually supported life. So based on the plants and animals, scientists was defining like the timeline until where they will be able to survive. Like in starting we have dinosaurs, now we don't have, but these were the things the scientists used to measure the timeline and analyze how the actually earth have been supporting the life. Next, evolution of multicellular organisms. So organisms, the microorganisms, you can say, they are everywhere. Till today also they are everywhere, like bacteria, algae, and then we have viruses. So these all also have been surviving on earth. So how means the evolution of multicellular organisms came into effect around 2 billion years ago. So after the formation of stars, then sun, then planet, then solar system, earth, then everything, around 2 billion years ago we found cellular organisms also. They evolved from single cell organisms to create plants and animals and led to life on earth. So this was a system. First microorganism has taken place, then the life has started, because they were helping for the creation of surviving of animals and plants. Appearance of modern humans. This appearance of modern humans was around 2 20,000 years ago. They affected the world by introducing agriculture to different parts of the world. So in starting we were not having any technology, we were not knowing that what is has to be done for the development. Only simply thing what we used to do was agriculture. So starting of the appearance of modern humans was with the agriculture only. They have also created greenhouse gases which hurt the earth by destroying the destroying the earth very badly. So greenhouse effect is also one of the reason which, because why our earth is not safe, not secure, not healthy, it is getting destroyed. This is all because of the humans. As we can see currently, corona, this is a biggest example. We can see how people are dying just because spreading the viruses. Next we'll study about the earth internal part. First one is crust. So the crust is a solid layer of a rock on the surface of the planet. The thickness varies between 3 and 30 miles. Next we have mantle. So the mantle is a semi-liquid layer of magma or molten rock that moves due to convection currents. So you can see the upper part is crust, and then orange color is mantle, and that no some yellowish color, not complete yellow, little bit yellowish color, that is outer core, the liquid part of the core which has a similar composition to the inner core. And the fourth one is inner core, like with some yellowish and whitish thing, that is inner core. So the inner core is the solid part at the center of the earth. This is the center part of the earth, inner core. It is made of iron and nickel and has temperatures reaching 5500 degrees Celsius. So these are the layers of the earth. So I would like to discuss, give you an activity. You all have to discuss the increasing order of the size of the planets and increasing order of the density of the planets, and tell me tomorrow. And you all also have to collect the information related to terrestrial and Jovian planets and internal structure of the earth, and prepare a tabular form and write it in the colorful chart paper and bring tomorrow. So let's have the evaluation. So what do you think is difference between rotation and revolution? So rotation, nothing means any object rotating in itself. This is a, let's suppose this is an object, it is revolving in itself. This is rotation. Revolution. Revolution means revolving around something. The earth is revolving around the sun. Rotation is the earth when it rotates in itself. Slowly, slowly it will rotate, 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 and will make a one revolution like this. Which shape is Earth's orbit? The earth is a spherical shape. Orbit is in spherical shape, round shape. So then you have to name increasing order size of the density of the planets. And next we have difference between terrestrial and Jovian planets. So terrestrial planet means which are very near, and Jovian planets mean which are very far. So the first four are the terrestrial planet, and the next four are the Jovian planets. So internal structure of the earth, we have core, crust, mantle, inner core, outer core. So the central part of the earth is inner core, and the topmost part of the earth is crust. This is the home assignment. You all have to write about asteroids and meteoroids in 2 to 3 lines. This is the end of the class. Thank you everyone.